Hey guys.
All right, folks, we're here today to check out a Patreon request from this patrono right here. The name of the band is Convictions, and the name of the song is The Price of Grace. All right, I don't know anything about it, but we sure to find out shortly, as soon as I press play. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Hold on, man, because you never know. With Patreon, you just never know. Let's see what this brings.
Not where I thought it was going at all.
Circles through circles, I'm spiraling around the room. This circle, I'm in denial, lost in the setting of your silence. Lost in the setting of your silence. They found the note you left behind in the lethal dose you took that night. We lost touch when the basement door was melted shut.
It's heavy. What the fuck
Yo,
was that? What's that?
There's no way.
This is actually cool, this part.
Beneath my chest, malice fills the void. Malice fills the void. How could you leave your family behind? You embraced your demons and gave in to suicide. You deserve to survive.
Thank you.
What's happening? I really dig this part.
Hey man, I know you may not ever get the chance to hear this, but just wanted to tell you that I love you. One last time. I've never felt so alone. I don't know why you did it. Didn't you just say something? Why didn't you just warn me? Can't even go back home because you're not there anymore. You're my brother. I would have done anything for you. I miss you.
What happened to brothers forever? You said we'd grow old together. I'm reaching out to the heavens. Can you hear my voice? How can I live on knowing that this was your choice?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe there's no free will.
I will carry your memory until the day that I die. To keep you alive.
Fuck, I just feel like I feel like I went to a funeral and like the guy went up to the podium and he's like
Giving the eulogy?
giving the eulogy, but then he's like, I want to say my piece, but I can't say it. I have to sing it.
Okay.
And then everyone afterwards was like, you should have just said it.
And then there was some breakdowns and shit like that.
Dude, the way it starts is not. People can even see.
The chorus is my favorite part of the song.
Of course. But the way the song starts, it starts like it's gonna go like one of those architects type of.
The only thing architect about this video was the buildings.
But I'm saying like, it sounds like it's gonna go into one of those deep like fast-paced riffs that then build up into some clean vocals and then hit you with the heavy shit, stuff like that, right? Not what happened.
Dude, this was like...
And half the time when he's like, the price of grace, I thought he said grass.
Well, the price of grass is probably more expensive than grace, but that's my favorite part of the song, is that fucking chorus. I really enjoyed it. Everything else, like, I don't know, man. It's like, first, like, you're blaming the dude for committing suicide, and then you're like, you know what, but I'll keep you in my memories. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and then that
man.
black screen pause, the fuck was that?
This is a little, like, I don't know. It almost...
I think you jinxed it when you said it before the video, like, hey, you know what, Patreon.
I just gotta say, it feels to me like if you were to open up AI, like, or Chat GPT, and give him, like, some samples of, like, deathcore songs, and say, make me a song,
about
and this is
suicide.
and this is what ends up happening, because it's like bits and pieces.
Software.
Yeah, like, you know, there was a glitch in the Matrix, and instead of making one fluid song, it just takes, like, bits and pieces from different songs, and
because also the lyrics are not, like, the most clever
or deep. No.
There's no innuendos. It's all very out there. It's
what you see is what you get.
It's not like a painting, like, of a red canvas, and you're like, oh, you know, this is actually a great representation of 15th century Latvian volleyball players going through puberty. Like, no, that's not it at all. It's a picture of a gun, and then it's titled Gun. Like,
I was actually thinking about puberty as well, but I didn't go with a Latvian... What was it?
With red?
Volleyball player? Yeah, volleyball player.
That's a stolen joke. But
that's very specific.
It's a stolen joke, but it's a
like,
good joke nonetheless.
Yeah, that was very specific. I was thinking, like, you see a canvas of red, and you're like, this represents menstruation. That's what I was kind of going with.
I think he said, shout out Count Dankula. I think he said that it was a red canvas. He's like, yeah, this reminds me of 15th century and female Latvian volleyball players going through puberty. That's what it was. So then, you know, that actually...
Yeah.
Plays in.
But I don't know, man. This is just... I don't even know how to qualify it or quantify it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only thing I can say is that maybe the guy committed suicide because there's no free will. Like, as it says, you made that choice. Maybe he didn't make that choice. I was just watching a video with Neil deGrasse, whatever. Tyson, thank you. Where he was discussing with another scientist about is there free will in the universe? Mm-hmm. And one was saying that at moments, like, free will is not an absolute, and not having free will is, like, neither option is an absolute. There's moments where you have no free will, and there's moments where there is free will, but not everybody has free will. For example, if you have a mental disability, whatever that, like, let's say you suffer from depression, the moment you choose to commit suicide, in that moment you don't have free will. The suicide is a consequence of how you feel, and how you feel is what drives you to do it. So it's not a conscious thought process that you're making a decision between doing it or not doing it. It's almost automatic. Yeah. It's like for example, when let's say you played soccer all your life. Let's say you're a professional soccer player like Messi. There's certain things that when he's dribbling the ball that he will do just out of muscle memory. Mm-hmm. He's not doing because he's thinking, oh, this is what I need to do now so I can do this then so I can do that. No, it's just his muscles, because of repetition, you're doing it over muscle memory. So in that moment, you don't have free will either. Mm-hmm. You're just reacting based on your own personal experiences. Yeah. So you're being reactive. You're not necessarily thinking. So... You could apply that to a situation of somebody that commits suicide. Did they make that choice? I don't think they made the choice. The choice is kind of made for them based on everything that pushed them to that moment. Now, you can make the assumption that getting to that moment, there was moments of free will leading you up to that moment, but in that moment, due to your own psychological hurdles that you're going through, depression, all of this, there might not be free will at that specific time. So I don't think it's a black or white thing of being you have it or you don't have it. No, and certain times you do, and some certain times you don't. You know what I mean? But if you start to get really to the nitty gritty of it, like if you start really analyzing it, I think the pendulum, because when people think of free will, they think of, okay, I have a can of Coke. I have the choice to drink it or not drink it. Like, that's what people assume with free will. Like, I have a gun. I have the choice of shooting you or not shooting you. That's normally how people look at it in a very simplistic kind of way. But I think it goes deeper than that, because before you picked up that gun, what took you to that point? Like, when you got to that point is the end result. But what got you to that end result may have put you in a situation where there's no free will anymore. You're just doing that as a consequence of where you currently are. Yeah. Like if somebody, let's say you're at a bar and somebody pushes your girlfriend, your first instinct is to punch the guy. So was there free will there? No. It's muscle memory. It's just like a reaction of the moment that you're currently in. So in that moment, there was no free will. There was no such thing as, well, you could have not punched the guy. No, like you not even thought about it. There was no thought process that went, do I punch or do I not punch? Okay, let me see. If I punch, this could happen. If I don't.
No, it's a muscle memory.
It's a reaction of the position that you were putting in that time. Now, you could say that was free will before. When you saw things escalating, you could have left. You could have, like, there was other things you could have done. And in that moment, your free will took you to that point. But then what happens beyond that point is not free will anymore, because it's a consequence of the place where you're currently in. Anyways, that's the only good thing I take about this song.
Yeah.
That maybe he committed suicide wasn't his choice.
Dude, I'm out of it right now. What the fuck? that talk, I swear to God, that talk was more enthralling and probably more deep than the song itself.
I think that's the best part of the video, was me explaining free will. Or the lack of free will.
How long did you explain it for? Because I swear to God, I just kept looking.
You tuned me out?
I didn't tune you. It wasn't tuning you out. It was more of I was very enthralled with the conversation, and I was picturing everything you were saying to the point where
it's super interesting.
To the point, but it was to the point where my time perception was out of the water. I'm like, okay, the next analogy is coming.
Yeah. No, but
this analogy is kind of.
You have to admit, it's such an interesting thought process to think about. Having it or not having it.
No.
Because sometimes I'm like, okay, we do, but then I start putting all the pieces together of the puzzle. Like, oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have the free will that I think that I do.
No. It's very intriguing because it's very true. Like, certain situations call for certain actions from your body, and sometimes you'll do something where it's like, why did I do that? That's not free will. Free will, you should know why you did something.
And you should have the ability
to make functions.
To say, yes, I do this, or no, I don't.
I don't, yeah.
Like, for example, if you're suffering from an illness that makes you pee yourself, there's no free will.
There's no free will.
You pee yourself.
You're pissing yourself.
There's no free will. Like you don't have the ability. Like if you have epilepsy, you don't have the free will to say, okay, you know what, I'm not having epilepsy anymore.
Or even when it comes to even dying from or
Alzheimer's or anything like that.
Alzheimer's, but I was gonna say dying not from old age. Dying from old age is a very natural cause, but just dying from something that could have been avoided, or there's no free will. You're not choosing to die. Yeah. It's just hitting you.
Anyhow, it's a very interesting thought process, and I must say it's more interesting than the song.
Yeah.
Okay, so on that note, we'll leave you guys with that.
The price of grass, the price of pain.
Listen, I'm leaving this one alone because I'm sure this is a song that's very near and dear to the band's heart. They obviously lost someone that they loved, but I think there's better ways of expressing that. I'm sure there was some free will there that was not exercised properly.
When you lose someone you love, you could always look at a song... what was Affliction? Amity Affliction? Was that the band that did the song?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
See Dead People?
I don't remember.
You don't remember the song? You really?
I had the free will to forget.
There's no way, because that song is good as fuck. And you like the album too.
I don't recall.
Anyways, there was a song, I think it is from that band, it was See Dead People. That was a good way of honoring a friend, because even he had a part in the song. And that was a good way.
All right. We'll leave it as that.
I'm surprised you don't remember.
Dude, I don't recall.
Maybe the Alzheimer's, man.
Maybe there's no free will after all. Because I would have the will to remember, but I don't.
It's a good song, too. It wasn't like it was a bad one either.
All right, but you know how many songs I listen to? It's hard to kind of keep everything in memory.
But I think it was, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. I think it's The Amity Affliction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, they're on tour in North America.
So you know the band, we don't know the song.
With Currents and
It's like the only song we
and
do on the
Dying Wish.
channel.
Okay, fine. I'll go back and look at the what do you call it? At the records. I go back and inspect the records. All right, guys. On that note, hit us up in the comment section. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.